So the cakes are coming on. If you have a look here, you'll notice we've now got 9 cakes, our 3x3. We're trying to imitate this site here. Again, you can choose a size. We've just made it a little bit bigger because we're not going to do this whole sign thing here, which obviously you could. We're just trying to make it more visually appealing. So we've got our header and we've got our 9 cakes. So this is how it looks at the moment. So essentially we've got our header image, which is at the top here, and we've got our table with 3 rows, row 1, row 2, and row 3, and in each row we've got 3 columns with our different cakes, and they've got our different names. But what we need is just to make this a little bit more interesting. What do you think we need, Josh?
I think we need the names of our cakes, come up with some ideas of what we're going to call individual cakes, and also we need a background.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Start looking neater.
Okay, so we want to put a little bit of text. I mean, you see here, each of these have got something written beneath the cake, or what it's called. So we need to put a bit of text beneath these cakes, and yeah, maybe a little background just to add a little bit of something to this. So let's get some text beneath these cakes.
Okay, so we've got our tables all set out for us. So all we need to do, as you can see, we've got our TD here. So this is basically where we've got our cake image and everything. So inside of that TD, we are going to put our description.
Some text. So this is our first one. Hey, what is that? Looks like a carrot cake or something.
Yeah, carrot cake almost.
Let's moist carrot cake.
Yeah, so
strawberry.
and save that before we do. Let's just make it a paragraph. So just P.
So that's going to make sure it just stays nicely together. So our moist carrot cake.
Now when you refresh.
Moist carrot cake. Yes, but it needs. It looks irritating like it. I think it's got to be put on the side there. What do you think? We just center that?
Yeah, I think we should center.
Okay, so center, Mr. Fenta, and we just put that like so. Let's take a squizzy at that. All right, so let's see. That should be centered in the cell. Yeah.
We also need some styling for this. I definitely think that we should have something, because alone it just. I say we need like a H3 or something for this.
An H3 on that, eh?
We can always change. So we start with H3. We go here. Let's just take that and we'll put it over there. Now we save that and let's see. It's a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's looking a little bit better.
Okay, so you see, you really can fiddle around however you like.
Obviously, you can italicize it.
You can do whatever you like. Okay, so assuming that's what we want, we're going to have to pick up a few little names for our other ones. This is going to have to be repeated. So
let's do a nice, easy way to repeat it. So let's just take this out for now. Let's just take this out. Okay, so now we can grab this whole section here, saving us a lot of time.
Copy it. Come on, see.
Yeah, and now I showed you with this holding down command, hold it down.
Keep holding, because we're going to put this in all these places.
Yeah, so now.
And hit
enter.
Everything you hit happens in all those spaces.
Yeah, so now we go one up.
Hit tab, so we can be tabbed in.
Yeah, so now we can
paste. And now we can type in. Obviously, what we type now is going to be the same, would be the same for each one, so we don't have moist carrot cake for all of them. So now we have let go of the...
Yeah, so no, it'll keep it in. Now, as soon as we are not holding down command and we click down, it's just going to be 1.
It's deselected. Now we're back to 1. So this was our moist carrot cake. I am not sure what
what the names for all of our other ones are going to be.
We're going to have to come up with a whole range of creative names for our cakes. So just flick across there. Right, so here you can see, as fast as a speeding mung rat, we have got all our cakes, from everything from vanilla and chocolate to the whatever cake, to the surprise cake, to the moist cake, to the Christmas cake, whatever. So, not bad. So what we've managed to do is we've put in all of the cake details, put them all in as H3s at the moment, but
we need a background.
This is, I don't know, I mean, the white's a bit boring, so how about putting So essentially what a background is, it's like an image that's going to sit behind all of this, but as you scroll, it sort of sits back there. So how do you do that?
Okay, so what we basically want is a background. You either have a background that's very large and it'll cover your whole area, or you can have a background that is smaller and HTML will automatically repeat that
image.
So it needs to be a repeatable image. Okay, so if you go to the Finder, we can see we've got this one, but that is not going to repeat very well. That will be one that will just overlay on the whole thing.
Yeah, so we'll use it later, but at the moment that's not a great one for what we want to achieve here.
So we got this. Now this is actually repeatable, so
that's like wallpaper.
You won't really notice if it's...
Yeah, if
you'll notice a tiny bit, obviously. There's some cakes cutting, but you'll barely notice when it's been enlarged and there's the cakes covering it. So you can actually search for images that are specifically made for this kind of stuff. This image, I like the style of it, so we can add it in. So in the body tag we've got here, which is our body, we're going to put in background.
So this is basically telling us in the main body of our HTML there is going to be a background. What's it going to be? So it's simply background
equals, and then we've got our thing. So if we go back to our file, we can see what its name is. Command A, make sure you got that PNG. Command C.
Need the full name.
Now when you paste it in, save it.
All right, now we've got a background. So hit it.
Refresh it.
Okay, so you'll see.
Nicest.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll see, even if you had multiple rows, that background image is just going to keep repeating. It's a little bit noisy now with many images, so just be careful of that. Yeah. But you get the idea.
So obviously you want to look for one that's clean. Depends on your website kind of look. So with this one, we would probably look for less.
We just want the people to be overwhelmed by cakes.
Yeah. So much option.
So many options.
Yeah, so that's basically how we're going to put in our background. And it's really starting to come on with all of these things we're adding in. Right,
so there we have it. We've got our website, it's coming on, and now what we need to do is, because people could now browse our website, look at things, remember this one, when you got to a site and you could click, you see as you move over something, there comes the little hand, and it's like, there is something, I want to know, how do you make out the blackout, or make this blackout chocolate cake, and up it's going to now pop with, additional information. So that's what we're missing at the moment. There's nothing happening here. All we've done so far is showed you how to create a one-page website. But how do you create an actual website that consists of more than one page? That's coming up next. So before you do it, you know what you got to do? Get your website, get some cakes, get your images stuck in there, add some descriptions, throw in a background if you're keen on the background, and follow the story so that you are participating. And we'll see you on the other side.